Thank you, members of the AMA. And thank you, Dr. Jacobs, for that warm introduction. As cursory and professional as it was the nicest thing anyone has said to me in a long, long time. As the research director for the American Association of Suicideology, you can well imagine I don't get invited to a lot of fun conferences. Or anywhere. And when I do go out and meet people and tell them I work for the American Association of Suicideology, they get really weirded out. Or ask, is that a real thing? Is that a real thing? Well, I'm here to present my data, not to chat, as evidenced by my predictable failure last evening at the cocktail reception in the Sunflower Ballroom. So, here are my findings. 91 Americans commit suicide every day. 91 people who have just had it. You know, enough. Of them, 48% were previously diagnosed with clinical depression. The kind that is just crushing. It just feels like a giant crushing weight sitting right here. Sometimes it feels like you can't even breathe. Studies show they typically had difficulty forging meaningful connections with others, even peers in social settings like college or work or cocktail receptions. Often their attempts to socialize would end in shame as they ham-fistedly tried to force in some common ground. Oh, really? I like Danish modern furniture too. Yeah, right, like you even know what that is. Many had not sought out medical treatment for depression and instead chose to self-medicate with drugs and alcohol, which went mostly unnoticed by peers. Even if they were seen two-fisting scotch in their apartment or in the Sunflower Ballroom with people in their field. Who you think would notice such an obvious cry for help? But no! Drink up, Danish furniture expert! Christ. As for methods of suicide, the most popular is overdosing on prescription sleep aids, if you can get any. And that over-the-counter stuff? You have to drink 22 bottles of NyQuil without vomiting. 22! If you can stay awake after 6, I'd like to hear about that for my research. They're slitting one's wrists, which is surprisingly difficult, and there is a high probability of the attempt being thwarted by a routine apartment inspection by, ironically, an exterminator. Then there's leaping from a high place, if you're a fucking showboat. Sometimes, people on the margin of the suicidal person's life, or existence, let's be honest. The person who maybe overlooked the respondent as a romantic partner. Maybe they knew each other in college, but then they saw each other at a store, or concert, or a cocktail reception in the Sunflower Ballroom. And the respondent thought, this is a sign. Maybe I have a chance. This is a glimmer of hope. Who am I kidding, Julie? You don't even know the respondent exists. According to my extensive 3-year double-blind survey. Today's my birthday, everyone. So in conclusion, my data suggests that despite the widespread use of antidepressants by cowards, the popularity of therapy, which is total bullshit, and the ridiculous hoops you have to jump through to buy a handgun in this city, suicide rates are most certainly going to rise. Maybe even tonight. If anyone would like to talk about this further, or anything, if anyone would like to make any human contact with me at all, I'm staying here in the hotel. Drop by. You'll probably find me hanging in my room.